we go. Oh no, they don't fit.
Where are they going?
I'm just gonna make my ring and then sit them in it.
Could you do something like that?
Oh my god, you're a genius.
Does that work?
I think it's gonna work.
And then it's got something to stand on.
And then, yeah, the leaves are poking out the bottom as well. That's not so much of an issue. It's a bit more stable. Oh, yeah.
Like me.
Hey! Like red dinner candles. Let's hope they fit. What I might have to do. But I'm afraid of fire. I need your help with that.
Set fire to everything.
They're all majorly on the wonk. This one goes in the middle.
You're going to go foraging for materials.
Well, yes, eventually. When I have the spoons for that. So when you say melt the bottom,
You just put, yeah, just
like
a little bit, just to soften it, and then add some.
okay,
But I would hope that up there.
okay.
Don't want the lighter.
Oh my god, it worked. I should have started with the ones further away.
You can rotate it. That's why, okay. Fair enough.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh. So we can't figure out the tripod, so an excellent start to Vlogmas. How did you do that?
I think.
You just
Yeah,
pull?
you just pull it. I think it just needed it was a bit stiff to start with.
Thank you. I'll return to my aesthetic videography. Moment of truth. Should I? Oh, that was good. Well, start as you mean to go on. I mean, it was from the pound shop. What should I expect? There we go. We're finally burning. Good morning. Good afternoon. It's the 1st of December, and this year I am trying is the key word there, to do Vlogmas. Now, I have a disability called ME, which means that I live with chronic fatigue, chronic pain, and a whole host of other exciting symptoms. So this is possibly a really stupid idea. But then part of the reason I wanted to do it is partly to show the reality of living with a condition like mine. And I think sometimes I myself am guilty of it, in that I only share the bits of my life that I want you to see. Of course I do. But then I don't know whether that necessarily is a good representation of, firstly, what my life is like, but also what living with a chronic illness is like. And so sometimes I do feel like I should do more advocacy, I think is the word I'm looking for, that I should be a better chronically ill online person and talk more about the struggles I face and raise awareness and all that stuff. Now, the reason why I've been reluctant to do it ever before is because I'm not really a lifestyle channel or whatever they're called. I am a crafting channel, primarily knitting, previously sewing. Had to do a lot less sewing in recent years as a result of my disability, and so I don't really want the focus to necessarily just be on like my life. So it's I don't really know how this is going to go, but there is going to be a crafting focus. I have some fun projects lined up that I want to try and do. That will, of course, be dependent on my health, as is everything in my life. So, as is life, you know, not just for me, for everybody. Everything in life is only dependent on good health. So, I'm hoping that might be fun, and we can have like a little Christmassy, craftmassy time together. But the plans I had for today were to make an Advent wreath. So I am half German. I've mentioned this before. It's no surprise. My real name is Claudia. Claude is like my nickname and Anglicanization. So we always celebrated Advent in my house growing up, and Christmas is one of the times of the year when I feel most connected to my Germanness, because all the traditions we celebrated at home were usually the German tradition. If you don't know, it's tradition, or at least it was tradition for my family, to make an Advent wreath. Now this is usually a bit like a wreath you would hang on your front door, but it's got candles in, and so every Sunday of Advent you light a candle. It probably represents something religious that I don't know about, but there you go. And I had wanted to make an Advent wreath, and I'd wanted to take you out on a cosy little walk with my dog and my wheelchair, and see a little bit of the countryside, and go and forage some holly and some ivy and all those things and evergreens that you put into a Christmas wreath, an Advent wreath. But it's chucking it down with rain, and also I haven't slept all night. So the reality is you're getting a very different video than I first imagined. And I very nearly sacked this off altogether and was like, I'm not well, I can't do what I wanted, there's no point doing it. But that's not really the point of daily vlogging, and that goes against this idea of showing the reality of what it's like to live with a disability. I have set up my Advent wreath, minus foliage, so it's just candles and a wire frame currently, and I've lit my candles and I've done my little thing, and now I'm off to have a bath and hopefully ease some of the stiffness and pain that I'm experiencing today as a result of overdoing it. Maybe we might get something a bit more Christmassy happening later on.
It's a good thing you made him this coat because the weather's bad.
So, I haven't done anything. Well, that's not true. I have spent a long time getting my stash busting video ready. So that has gone to Ko-fi members now, and that will be day 2's Vlogmas episode, I guess. Because as much as I'm trying really hard to do as much daily vlogging as possible, I also know that like it's me, it's unlikely to happen, and so I do still want to keep up with my regular content as well, particularly because I have no idea how this is going to go and whether anybody's going to watch it or enjoy it. So I do need some of my like regular scheduled programming to fall back on. So yes, it's 5:15, it's pitch black. I'm not sure, I want to get this video out today, so I don't know how late to leave it really. I might have to call this one now and then to publish it today, and then sort of catch up with myself tomorrow. To be fair, this is always like my worst time of day, is sort of like 3 till 5. I get a real energy lull, and the fatigue just hits me and the brain fog just hits me, and then I tend to get a second wind in the evening. So we'll see. But I can't do anything else. Really what I want to do is go and sit on the sofa and watch some YouTube and knit. So do you want to come and join me with that for a bit? Yeah? Although that does mean I've got to find my knitting. Success. Fucking hell, I can't find the buttons. They must be here somewhere. Oh, ah!
I'm gonna get right to it.
Shush. I used to be the sort of person that thought that only psychopaths watched YouTube on their TV. I thought, like, that's weird. YouTube is a small screen thing. I'm converted. I'm converted. Yeah, I want to watch it in like 50 inches, turns out. I want to watch Roxanne Richardson answer my burning knitting questions in 4K.